What if I told you? Remy Ma might not live to see next month? Yes, you heard that right. Not a diss track. Not a publicity stunt. Not even a messy IG story. This time it's real. Deadly real. And Papoose? He's already broken. In tears. From red carpets to hospital corridors, from black love to blacked out DMs, the queen of New York rap is now fighting for her life. And the whole world just found out in the worst way possible. According to leaked audio. Yep, another one. Remy's condition is irreversible. A nurse has already been fired for sharing what she called the saddest chart I've ever seen. And Papoose. His last post? Just a single candle emoji. No caption. No explanation. Just pain. So what happened? Is this karma? A curse? Something unnatural? And what's up with the silence from Clarissa Shields, who was just seen leaving a hospital lobby at 3 a.m. with her hood up? The internet is spiraling. Celebs are DMing. And us? We dug deeper. Because trust me, what we uncovered is bigger than illness. This might be the final chapter, and it's already being written in blood. Let's rewind this emotional roller coaster before it spirals off the rails. Because what you're about to hear might be the realest fake news you've ever believed. So, we start here. A dimly lit hospital corridor, whispers echoing, nurses pacing, and in the middle of it all, Papoose. Alone. Pale. Shaking. Reportedly gripping a test result like it was a death sentence. But how did we get here? Let's talk about Remy Ma, the Bronx-born lyrical assassin turned reality show queen, turned public scandal magnet. She's no stranger to headlines. Gun charges. Jail time. Beef with Nicki. Sneaky. Link rumors. Clarissa Shields. 50 Cent need we continue? And through it all, there was one man who stood by her like a loyal soldier. Papoose. The poster child of black love. A husband who waited for her during her 6-year sentence. A man who turned every L into a sonnet on Instagram. A man who, even when she was out partying with Lil Meech, still had her back, publicly. But even kings break. According to multiple anonymous sources, because of course, nobody wants their name on this, Remy Ma had been hiding a secret health crisis for months. That's right. While she was out doing interviews, throwing cake at Clarissa Shields' birthday, and allegedly screaming at producers backstage at Drink Champs, her body was breaking down. Insiders close to her team say she began experiencing blackouts, fatigue, and unexplained weight loss. But instead of seeking help, she brushed it off. She laughed it off. "I'm just tired of the drama," she told one stylist, who's now been fired for leaking the convo to a blogger. "I just need rest." But this wasn't exhaustion. This was terminal. According to one nurse who reached out under the alias NYC Scrubs, Remy was admitted to Mount Sinai under a fake name. The staff was told she was a VIP privacy patient. That's code for someone big and someone in trouble. Now here's where things get twisted. While Remy's inside fighting for her life, Papoose reportedly wasn't even told until 2 days later. 2 days later. Why? Because according to this nurse, Remy didn't want him to know. Her reason? He's been through enough. He doesn't deserve to watch me fade. Let that sink in. The man who stood by her when the world turned their backs wasn't even allowed to sit by her hospital bed. The man who wrote love poems to her while she was in a cell was left outside the ICU, confused and heartbroken. And when he finally found out, according to hospital staff, Papoose collapsed in the hallway. He hit the floor, weeping uncontrollably. Security had to escort him outside because the scene got that intense. One janitor reportedly said, "I thought someone just died." The way he screamed, it was like his soul left his body. Now pause. Let's breathe. We're talking about Remy Ma, the self-proclaimed Reminisce the ruler. The woman who just weeks ago was still showing up to events in Fendi boots, clapping back at critics, posting cryptic IG captions like, "You'll miss me when I'm gone." Turns out that wasn't a metaphor. And the real kicker? This diagnosis didn't come out of nowhere. Sources say she'd been getting private treatment since last summer. The diagnosis? So far, undisclosed. But what we do know is this. One insider described it as life-shortening and aggressive. Another team member tried to do damage control, leaking a statement claiming it's just stress-related complications. But fans aren't buying it. Not after leaked footage surfaced, showing a woman who resembles Remy, frail, pale, and in a hospital gown, being wheeled down a corridor. The internet exploded. Hashtags like #PrayForRemy, #PapoosPain, and even #RemyTooLate started trending overnight. TikTok detectives matched the hospital tile pattern. Twitter Spaces were launched. One fan theory suggests Remy Ma was cursed by a scorned ex, while another posits that Claressa Shields put something in her drink during that now infamous birthday party meltdown. Outrageous? Yes. Believable? Worryingly so. Meanwhile, Papoose, ever the wordsmith, has gone radio silent. His IG posts, deleted. His stories, blank. Except for one, a photo of a burning candle and the caption, "Light for those we can't hold anymore." What does that even mean? Is she gone already? Are they preparing us for the worst? Or is this all some twisted, high-budget docuseries rollout? Now, if you thought part 1 was wild, you haven't heard anything yet. Because just hours after that mysterious candle post from Papoose went viral, the internet detectives and messy insiders went into full frenzy mode. And within 24 hours, the story went from heartbreaking to downright horrifying. Let's start with the leaked voicemail, a recording allegedly left on Papoose's phone by a hospital insider. In the now-deleted clip that was briefly posted to a shady gossip page called T-Spill x3, you hear a whispery female voice saying, "They lied to her husband. They told him it was just dehydration. But the labs came back. It's metastasized. She doesn't have long." Metastasized. One word. One terrifying word. And in that moment, everything changed. Suddenly, what looked like exhaustion became a death sentence. What felt like IG drama turned into real-life tragedy. And the world absolutely imploded. Twitter was in shambles. One fan tweeted, "We watched Remy fight Nicki Minaj. We watched her fight prison. But this? You can't battle this." Another wrote, "If Remy Ma dies and Claressa Shields posts one celebration pic, we riding at dawn." And speaking of Claressa, oh, buckle up because she is suspect number 1. Why? Because about 12 hours after the voicemail leak, Claressa Shields was spotted entering a Brooklyn hospital wearing an oversized hoodie, dark shades, and flanked by 2 men who appeared to be bodyguards. Yes, you read that right, bodyguards. Now why would a boxer need protection at a hospital, unless she knew something was about to go down? Eyewitnesses told gossip page BX Exposed that Claressa was in the building for less than 15 minutes, refused to speak to staff, and walked out like she had just seen a ghost. And then she went on live and said this, "Some people like to play the victim when they've been the villain for years. Don't let IG fool you. Some of these women ain't angels. They just got better PR." Wait, what? She didn't name names, but let's not pretend she wasn't talking about Remy. And that line? Better PR? Oh, that's a shot fired directly at Pap's candlelight vigil energy. But Claressa wasn't the only one dropping subliminals. 50 Cent, who has a long, messy, meme-ridden history with both Remy and Papoose, posted a photo of himself laughing in a hospital gown with the caption, "Y'all better get your checkups. Can't be tough if you dead." Fans went ballistic. One comment read, "This ain't funny, Fif. That woman's fighting for her life." Another, "Not the king of petty being petty at a time like this, SH." Meanwhile, Remy's team finally released a public statement, and it only made things worse. It read, "Remy Ma is currently undergoing private treatment for a personal medical issue. She asks for respect and privacy at this time." That's it. No diagnosis. No update. Not even a "she's stable." Just vague PR speak. But the people? They're not dumb. They've seen this story unfold like a Shakespearean tragedy. And they've started piecing together the puzzle themselves. Let's talk theories. Because there are plenty. Theory 1. Claressa cursed her. This one's wild but gaining traction. Apparently, an old tweet surfaced from 2021 where Clarissa joked about leaving boxing for brujeria, Spanish for witchcraft. Fans are now screenshotting that post and reposting it with captions like, "She wasn't joking and Remy Ma should have stayed out the ring." Theory 2. Industry sacrifice. Yup. This one's making rounds in YouTube conspiracies. People are saying Remy Ma was chosen as the next industry casualty in a dark deal gone wrong. One viral video even claimed the symptoms match those of radioactive poisoning, the same kind used in spy assassinations. Theory 3. This is all a rollout. A very loud corner of the internet believes this is a sick, twisted marketing scheme for Remy Ma's rumored docuseries. They say the candle emoji, the leaked voicemail, and the hospital sighting are part of the script. One user posted, "Y'all forgetting this woman got a BET deal. This ain't pain. This is PR." Meanwhile, DJ Envy, who's been tangled in this drama before, added fuel to the fire by saying on air, "I know more than I can say right now. All I'll say is y'all better pray for Pap." Cryptic much? And let's not forget the streets. In NYC, murals are already going up. Candles are being lit outside old Terror Squad haunts. One fan even held a sign that read, "We lost Big Pun. We can't lose Remy too." But here's the twist. The biggest clue of all might be the wire transfer. That's right. A mysterious $250,000 payment was allegedly made by Remy Ma's label to a specialty clinic in Switzerland, a facility that only takes terminal cases. The payment was leaked via a hacked email chain posted on Reddit for about 2 hours before it was removed. But not before screenshots spread like wildfire. So here we are. One leaked voicemail, one deleted IG, live a boxing champion with something to hide a crying husband, and now a secret Swiss payment. This ain't no regular love and hip-hop scandal. This is something far bigger, deeper, more dangerous. So here we are. The world is on edge. The hashtags are on fire. The conspiracy theories have gone nuclear. And just when you think this saga couldn't possibly get any darker, boom, the Remy Ma voicemail leak hits the internet. This wasn't a leak from the hospital, a fan, or even a close friend. No, this came from Papoose himself. Or so it seemed. Late Sunday night, an anonymous account posted a voice memo titled, "For Her If I Lose Her." In it, you hear a man, his voice cracked, weary, and barely holding it together, say, "I know you didn't want me to see you like this, but I can't stay away. I don't care if you forget me, if you shut me out, if you leave this world with hate in your heart. I just want to hold your hand one more time. Please." The internet didn't just cry. It collapsed. TikTok edits rolled in within minutes. Users synced the voicemail with black and white Remy footage and slow-motion Papoose interviews. Thousands of comments flooded in. She was his queen, and she's slipping away. This ain't just a love story. It's a tragedy. This ain't no scripted drama. This is Shakespeare in Tim's. But as always, when the tears dry, the questions rise. Because not everyone believed the clip. In fact, several users with verified PR ties started poking holes in the timeline. How was this voicemail leaked so quickly? Why didn't it match Papoose's speech patterns from past interviews? And why was it posted from a burner account linked to Remy's rumored docuseries producers? That's right. What started as a heartbreaking final message quickly turned into Exhibit A in a growing theory that this entire saga, from diagnosis to drama to tear-jerking audio, was all a rollout. And then the lawsuits started flying. Mount Sinai Hospital confirmed that 2 employees had been terminated for unauthorized access and release of sensitive VIP records. But what they didn't expect, one of those employees clapped back on social media, posting, "Remy ain't sick. Y'all being played. I didn't leak anything. They wanted us fired." The internet went into meltdown. Again, because now, the line between truth and performance had fully blurred. Is Remy really dying, or is she rewriting reality TV history? Meanwhile, sources close to BET claim the network is in final discussions to greenlight a limited series based on Remy's health crisis. The working title? Final Bars. Yes, that's with AZ. And guess who's listed as executive producer? Papoose. The same man who was just sobbing in a hallway, begging for privacy, is now allegedly shopping the story to streaming platforms. Of course, fans are divided. Half the internet wants answers. The other half wants season 1 on Netflix tomorrow. But things turned even messier when one funeral home in New Jersey, yes, a funeral home, was caught in the crossfire. A fake obituary started circulating, listing Remy Smith, aged 44, with a service date pending family approval. The funeral home? Real. The obituary? Fake. The owner went on Facebook Live, visibly shaken, saying, "We have never handled services for Remy Ma. This is a sick prank, and we're getting hundreds of calls. Please stop." People started speculating that someone inside the circle created the obituary to test fan reactions, to see how much buzz the death would generate. One YouTube commentator with over 600K subscribers went as far as to say, "This whole thing was designed to go viral, get sympathy, push a docuseries, and reset Remy's public image. It's the final stage of celebrity marketing, grief monetization." And where's Papoose in all of this? Gone. Silent. Vanished. No new posts. No interviews. No appearances. Just gone. One fan claims he was spotted boarding a plane to Costa Rica, wearing a hoodie and dark glasses. Another said he was seen in a Newark airport crying into his hoodie after reading something on his phone. And Claressa Shields? Suddenly, she's everywhere. Booking interviews. Making appearances. She even dropped her own mini-documentary teaser titled Unapologetic. In it, she says, "I never wished death on nobody. But if you lie on my name again, don't be surprised when I show up at your bedside." Is it a threat? A PR move? Or just another chess piece in a game we don't even understand anymore? Here's where things get truly insane. One of Remy's former stylists, yes, another one, leaked screenshots of a secret will. Allegedly drafted last year, the will names 2 people as beneficiaries of a mysterious, offshore account in the Caribbean. One name, Papoose. The other, DJ Envy. What? Nobody knows what to make of it. Is it real? Why is Envy involved? Why is there Caribbean money in the mix? Is this a case of laundering, loyalty, or leverage? And more importantly, if she really is dying, why leave everything to a man she hasn't posted within months and a DJ with a history of scandal? At this point, truth has packed up and left the building. What we're watching now isn't just a celebrity breakdown. It's a narrative war, with leaks, lies, and emotional manipulation all fighting for control. And the fans? They're just trying to keep up. One moment Remy's unconscious. The next, she's executive producing. One day Pap is collapsing in a hallway. The next, he's allegedly producing scripted voice notes. One day there's a funeral. The next, a BET pitch meeting. So what's real? What's fake? And what's the endgame? Is Remy Ma truly sick? Or just sick of being doubted? Is Papoose grieving? Or quietly building the most viral docuseries ever made? And is this a tragedy or the most brilliant rebranding in hip-hop history? Only one thing's for sure. We've never seen anything like this. And something tells us we're not even at the end yet. And now, it's your turn to speak. Is Remy Ma really fighting for her life? Or are we all just extras in the most twisted PR campaign hip-hop has ever seen? Did Papoose truly break down? Or is he building a narrative that's bigger than love and loss? Because somewhere between candle emojis, deleted lives, and mysterious Swiss clinics, the truth got buried. So, what do you believe? Is this the end of Remy Ma's story? Or just the beginning of her next chapter? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was Claressa really involved? Is 50 Cent trolling or telling us something? And most importantly, if Remy Ma really goes silent forever, will Papoose ever recover? Like this video if your jaw dropped at least once. Subscribe for more viral truths, leaked stories, and emotional exposés you won't get anywhere else. Because over here at Gossip Spill Vibe, we don't just report the drama. We expose it. Stay tuned. Because what's coming next might just rewrite hip-hop history.